Okay, guys, so your meteorologist, young meteorologist, Joseph, Joey McMahon, whatever you want to call me. This is my Twitter. Just a heads up, our new app, Weather Concierge, is going to be coming out soon with the top 100 forecasters, at least around your local area, and I will be one of those people. This will be the very first video that I will be making, and I'm going to be breaking down some things as to why is the pattern the way it is right now, and how can we change it? I know a lot of people in New Jersey and New York City are complaining, where is my snow? People are mad because the blizzard busted. So let's just get right into it, shall we? So the very first thing we're going to look at right now is we're going to look at the teleconnections. This is a very important indicator that's used to see what's going on in different parts of the world. So we're going to go to something that's called the AO, which is Arctic Oscillation. Now, people usually like to look way out over here, but do you see the inconsistency? This uses model data and ensemble data, okay? I don't go past here. I will not, because look at this. This is haywire. I will only focus in this part over here, and this shows that the AO will be going down. Also, a quick heads up, we have a very dangerous Arctic outbreak, potentially life-threatening if you are exposed out in the elements, so please be prepared for that. This will be a more than likely historic record-breaking cold outbreak. I do not hype. People know I do not hype, so please take what I'm saying seriously, as the National Weather Service as well. So, that is an indicator that we have clearly cold air that's going to be coming in. Alright? Our next indicator is our NAO, which stands for North Atlantic Oscillation. Now, right now, okay, it is positive, but look at this. Up to at least here, but more so here, okay, it drops a bit, but it's still positive. This is a storm signal, guys. This is the storm signal for our weekend storm. Our Thursday event's going to be a non-event. More than likely, it won't really do much for New England either. So we have to focus on the Valentine's Day storm, because Powerball statistics, usually on Valentine's Day and President's Day, when storms show up, they usually hit more than miss. So just keep that in mind, alright? But don't just go off of what I just said. Our next is going to be our PNA, which is for Pacific North American Pattern, or North American Pattern for short. Now, the long range, I don't think this is actually accurate, so please don't look at that. Our PNA is going to go up even more, so this is a good indicator that we're going to have nice ridging on the west coast. If we can just get it to cope with a negative EPO, which stands for Eastern Pacific Oscillation, we can have a potential hit of a snowstorm in the New York City, New Jersey metro area. This also includes and extends down to Philly. So, next we're going to check is we're going to go over to our MJO. A lot of people do not know how to read these accurately, however I do, and it can be very confusing. So what we're going to do is I like to go over to the operational, and you have all of these different plots and modules, but I like to use this one. NCPE is a great module. It's an ensemble of GEFS model. So, again, you know, the uncertainty does spread out between West Africa of 1 and 8, and I will go about as far as this. So right now we're in phase 7. We're going to go into circle of death, and I'm not looking past this point right here. This is telling me, guys, that March is going to be, I can't say the word snowy, but I can say stormy and cold. Snow, I'm sure someone's going to get snow out of it. The question is where. So, we have that locked down right now, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the models, alright? What is very important, okay? Let's just look at this over here as we go through with model guidance. The Thursday storm, Friday storm is gone. It barely even scrapes this part of New England, okay? Our next storm we have to watch as energy is dropping in and it blows up into a possible blizzard for New England. Now, just understand, guys, if the storm can just blow up right in this area, you have winter storm warnings. Just like that, okay? And if you look, it really just blows up right over here. And this whole area, okay, this whole area just gets absolutely hammered. This goes for all of Maine as well, alright? So, if we go over to the upper dynamics chart, we look at 500 millibars, and if we go back, look at this right here. This right here it's a pretty close call, because you have the trough digging, and it is clearly showing a signature of it wanting to go negative. One little problem about that, okay? The one problem that I have with this is, look at this right here, okay? Your trough axis is negative just going past New Jersey. So that means only New England would get hit at this time. This goes for all of Maine, Boston, Rhode Island, right into Nova Scotia. What we want is for that trough axis to be out over into Pennsylvania, and you would want it at least neutral to negative. What that will do is it will throw a good amount of moisture in all of these areas, even New England as well, but more we focus on New Jersey, Long Island, Western Connecticut, so we have to keep an eye on that. Alright? I'm not going to look past that because that's when even the 500 millibar charts get a bit boggy. But if we go over to our Canadian model, look at this right here. If you notice, real quick, we're going to go to the same thing. The GFS is a bit more quicker and later of a phase, but the CMC, which is the Canadian model, brings it further west. The Canadian model is basically saying, well, you know, New Jersey and New York City really should keep an eye on this. And why are these isobars bending out? It's because an inverted trough right here is trying to get going, okay? So we have to keep an eye on that as well. So Thursday Storm is off the table. We don't have to worry about that. This weekend system, it definitely has my attention considering the CMC has now focused its eyes on all of southern New England, Long Island, New Jersey, New York City. But it's a sharp cutoff once again to southeast, east central Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey. I want to wait for the Thursday system to get out of the way first because it will implicate our weather, and that could set up a 50-50 low. And if that happens, just like with the Manitoba Mauler, the big bust blizzard that, thank God, missed New Jersey and New York City because an inverted trough decided to form in central Pennsylvania and kind of act like a straw and suck all the moisture out. So that's all I really have right now, but I just want to go something very important, okay? Actually, we're going to go to our QBO index, alright? We're going to go over to the QBO data, and if we look, okay, at 2015, alright, we go from negative 25.38 to negative 26.70. If the SOI values are starting to go up, okay, if they are crashing, these numbers are going to rise. And that means going into March, don't pay attention to negative 999.00. But going into March, we could have a potentially active and potentially snowy March. Okay? That's all I really have right now. Really just take one storm at a time. And, you know, just a quick heads up again, you know, our My Weather Concierge app is going to be coming out with your top best forecasters. I'm going to also be on there, and I am very, very, very thankful for that as well. So I will end the video with this note, and I will be making more videos going forward, okay? Guys, have a great day.